with Bud Paxson, founder and chairman of PEX TV. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
I enjoy having you in my office today,
Thank
actually.
you. And what a beautiful office. I'm looking around and I see so many great things, great people you've met. I can see that you've had an exciting life.
Well, I can't complain.
No.
No.
So tell me a little bit about PEX TV. I kind of look at it as almost look at you as a visionary. I mean, to come across with starting something new like this, a pioneer.
Well, we've had an unusual run. We knew back in the early 90s that frequencies and spectrum of frequencies were going to become very important in the American economy. So we decided to start to buy TV stations, and now we're the largest owner of television stations in different markets in the United States. We have 60 stations, we have 43 of the top 50 markets, and we have 63 stations in all, some markets below the number 50. And when we got there, we said, you know, we could start a network. And I have a faith, and quickly I said, well, wait a minute, we can start a network, but I can't show anything that God couldn't watch. Now, I don't think God watches television much, but...
I think he'd like my show.
Well, I'm not saying that he wouldn't like the show, but so that put a restriction on us in the sense of the kind of programming that we could do. And so we've struggled, and we're still struggling. This is our 7th season in the television business, and people said that we wouldn't make it. They said, you know, if you don't have sex and you don't have violence and you don't have arguments, you won't have successful TV. Well, 7 years later, we're still here, so some of the naysayers have turned out to be wrong.
You know, a lot of people don't know that you were the founder of the Home Shopping Network. My favorite thing to do, shopping. I do it at all hours of the day.
I actually started it in 1977 on radio, went to television in 1982. We went national in 1985. And that industry now is almost 20 years old. And a lot of the people that started with me, some of the show hosts on Home Shopping that we started with, they're still there.
I hear you're involved with an organization called the Seakeepers. Could you tell us a little bit about it?
The Seakeepers were started by a group of yachtsmen. It's a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And from the dues that the members pay to join, each of our yachts are equipped with a Seakeepers data bank. And what this data bank does is capture the water temperature, capture the salinity of the water, captures the wave action, and many other different things which I'm really not technically capable of explaining. And it captures this information and then it transmits it back to the central location. That data is shared then with the United States government, and it's also shared with commercial services that operate out of San Diego. We then can all share in all this information that's coming from not only the U.S. government ships and all the buoys and all the yachts, but now most of the cruise ships have been equipped with it. So when you are on your yacht and you're saying, okay, I'm going to make a 400-mile run this way, I can tell you the water temperature there, I can tell you the height of the waves over there, and you can find out whether you're going to have a smooth passage or not.
If this technology was in place during the tsunami, would it have made a difference?
You'd have had about an hour notice to evacuate.
But you've certainly lived a very interesting life, and I look forward to meeting you again when we can talk some more about some of the other up-and-coming things that are going on in your life. And thank you for the time.
Thank you for having me on your show, and good luck with it.
Great, thank you.
You bet.